Hi, I'm Judith Heinrich.
And I'm Tudor Morgan. We are expedition leaders at Hurtigruten. Today, we are taking a look at the mystical saga island, Iceland. But before we really start, I think a short geoscientific presentation is needed. Don't you agree, Judith?
Absolutely. A couple of 100 million years ago, the world was consisting of one large supercontinent that was called Pangaea. Then the continents we know today started to drift apart on different tectonic plates. These are basically sections of the Earth with oceans and land on top of them that moves very, very slowly far away from each other.
And Iceland is situated right on top of the two of them, where the Eurasian and North American tectonic plates are pulling away from each other. And this makes the geology of Iceland pretty unique, with extensive volcanic and geothermal activity.
Coming here, you'll discover a terrain full of surprises, fantastic formations, and dramatic contrasts. Explore the surface of a glacier, sail into deep fjords, take a walk on a surreal lava field or a black sand beach. Get close to a volcano, admire some of the world's most stunning waterfalls, and gaze at geysers or soak into a hot spring.
Yes, no wonder sci-fi films choose Iceland as their otherworldly location. Active volcanoes, dramatic geysers shooting superheated steam into the air, and the shifting, massive ice walls are the largest remaining glaciers in Europe. Iceland's nature is a living gallery of the creative powers of the four elements. Vast expanses of unspoilt nature sweep right up to the doorstep of small, highly modern communities such as Reykjavik, the world's northernmost capital city.
The Saga Island has been shaped by isolation and the mighty forces of nature that surround the people living here. The awesome scenery is brought to life by the fairy saga tales that are ripe with magic, elves and trolls. And even today, almost half the Icelandic population believe in Hildefolk, hidden folk or elves. In fact, local belief is so strong that construction projects have been halted so as not to disturb these mystical creatures. Many families keep charming elf houses in their gardens, and Icelanders know their saga tales well, and they consider them as an important part of their proud Norse heritage.
On the wildlife side, minke and humpback whales feed and breed off the Icelandic coast, joined by porpoise, dolphin, and sometimes spectacular blue whales and orcas. On land, reindeer roam on eastern Iceland, watched by the native Arctic fox. The famed Icelandic horses and sheep, imported by the Vikings some 1,000 years ago, graze throughout the island.
Birdwatchers are well aware of the spectacular richness on offer here as well. One great example is when you visit the Latravia cliffs in the West Fjords. Even if only a dozen different species nest here, you literally see millions of puffins and razorbills, meaning the sky is just thick with avian life.
Many of the 350 Icelandic bird species can be seen on or close to the dramatic bird cliffs of the island, like Arctic terns, great skewers, the great northern diver, harlequin duck, Barrow's goldeneye, fulmars and brunix guillemots. You may also see common snipe, ptarmigan, golden plover, snowy owls, white-tailed eagles, gryphonans and whimbrels.
The raven has always had a special meaning to the Icelandic people. According to the Norse mythology, they served as Odin's messengers, bringing him news from all over the world. One of the first settlers on Iceland was called Hrafnafloki, and Hrafna meaning raven. So he sent his 3 ravens to guide him ashore to his new land. And today there are 2,500 nesting raven pairs on Iceland.
Even though Iceland doesn't always have sunny and warm weather, the black sand beaches, settlements, basalt caves, great meadows dotted with flowers, mountains of different shapes, volcanoes, glaciers, waterfalls, and fjords create an eerie beauty unlike anywhere else. Experiencing the serenity of this faraway corner of the world is a reward well worth the journey. And the locals are very welcoming, and you'll get several chances to meet them.
Exploring Iceland from a ship is a great way to experience this island, because you really get to see the diversity. And if you have visited Iceland before on land, then seeing it from the seaside is a totally different experience. First of all, you get a better overview of the different geology. That in itself is absolutely unique. Then, when you go on an expedition with us, we'll take you on our small expedition boats to go ashore on places that you can't reach from land. And we go to stunning fjords. We also visit places that are reachable from land, like small villages, cities, and places of extreme natural beauty.
Our expedition team really know Iceland. Some are even natives. Join fascinating lectures about Iceland's geology, culture, sagas, traditions, wildlife, and much, much more. Take part in on-deck guiding and wildlife watching, activities in the Science Centre and our Citizen Science programme, where you can contribute to science and scientists.
To get the ultimate Iceland experience, you can join several included and optional excursions every day, like hiking over a lava field or to places off the beaten track. Visit hot springs and nature baths where you can take a dip, enjoy town walks, sightseeing to highlights, bird-watching tours, and horseback riding.
Or how about a glacier lagoon cruising, history tours, whale watching safaris, walks with locals and food tastings? Iceland offers endless possibilities. So join us and discover this mythical island of fire and ice. It's the perfect place for explorers looking for the unexpected.